Welcome back to another one. Welcome back to another one. I need y'all to hit that like button, subscribe, and share, and tell your friend about that money, man. You already know, because we back in that thing. Guarantee you ain't playing no game. Shout out, I already know my name when I spit that 6-6 flame. But it is what it is, man. Next move is a quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. What the Browns do next could shock you, and here's why. I'm telling you, man, the Cleveland Browns, they already done made a trade for offensive lineman. Now, after the combine, a lot of this shake up with the mock drafts and who the Cleveland gonna draft in the draft is coming to light. That's why I wanted to wait a while to after the draft to see what everybody was saying. And if y'all watched my video yesterday, then you know what's going on. I'm telling you right now, man. Andrew Berry and Todd Monken, I think they looking to revamp this offensive line this offseason. Now, I know what Andrew Berry said about the free agency, and they went offseason away from making big moves in free agency, but I think they can make some right now. And mainly with the offensive line and the receiving core, that they ain't got to, I ain't going to say waste a draft pick, but they ain't got to draft as high as everybody think they could in certain positions if they do what I think they should do. But, it's just all my opinion. But first, I want to look at some of these mock drafts that they got going on where they done updated them. So now, like I said, after the draft, they still, some of these NFL people that work for the NFL, they mock drafts be all over the place, and they rarely be right on some of them. Besides Mendoza, everybody think and still think he going number 1 overall. But after the combine, a lot of this stuff changed, and you can see right here with you going over the Cleveland Browns that they got the Cleveland Browns taking the offensive lineman Francis right here. The Browns trade for Titus Howard was a start, but needs abound across Cleveland's offensive line. I mean, Francis or Howard could get a look at left tackle with the other manning the right side, or Francis could bump inside and lock down a guard spot for years to come. And then you go down here to number 24, and then you see what he got right here, Amari Cooper. Junior Cooper is big, strong, and has the ability to add yards after the catch. He's also talented enough to work all 3 levels of the field. Now, I done seen him on the mock drafts I was doing. I'm going to show you, do one while we on here live. But the mock drafts I was on, Amari Cooper, I had him going in the second round to the Browns in the second round. But they done bumped him up. You know what I'm saying? They done bumped him up past even some of like Denzel Boston and, a receiver and Concepcion right here, receivers that was projected to go in the first round. Amari Cooper wasn't projected, but it looked like now that he could be possibly projected to go in the first round based on this mock draft right here. Then you got Bucky Brooks over here. Bucky Brooks got Spencer Fano, another offensive tackle, going in 6, and then they got Denzel Boston going to Cleveland at 24. And then this guy right here, the last one, he got the same. Spencer going at 6 to the Cleveland Browns. And then at 24, they got Cleveland going 2 offensive tackles in the first round. Monroe Freeling from Georgia. And then up here, you got your other tackle out of Utah. Now, I don't know what the Cleveland Browns gonna do. I don't know what the Cleveland Browns gonna do for the mock draft, man. Cause like I told you, they all over the place. People don't really know. Cause like the haters and trolls gonna tell you that Shedeur won the first round pick. He would never project to be a first rounder and all that type stuff. But I already done showed y'all they done proved them wrong on that. But like I say, it's all over the place, man. And then they got the offensive tackle Freely moving up all the way up to 6 when they had him in 24. I don't seen him in the second round, so don't nobody actually know what's going on, man. But they still got this mess with these quarterbacks. They still got these mess with the quarterbacks, talking about Tua, Kyler Murray, Malik Willis, Kirk Cousins, Jacoby Brissett, Ty Simpson, Taylor Green probably gonna be in the conversation soon. It's just all over the place, man. But like that picture I just showed y'all at the beginning, that's the only true one I see. Ain't no way you smiling that hard and you don't believe in your quarterback. And then Todd Monken is the one that posted this. It's on Todd Monken's Twitter, X, whatever you want to use, whatever one you want to call it. And you can see right there in between them, that's what Shedeur gift he bought him and gave it to coach, and he put it up there in between the helmets. Now this had to be he posted it today, so it had to be recent. So if it's this recent, that means Shedeur now talking to Todd Monken. Once again, Todd Monken had told us that Shedeur was in his office, had been in there 3 times. So if I don't understand it, how I was listening to the Falcons. That's why I'm about to say this. That Kevin Stefanski said they can't do too much right now. Man, come on now. Y'all know that y'all looking at the playbook and telling him the schemes and stuff. You probably not like physically got the playbook with you, but you telling him what type stuff you gonna run. Far as Kevin saying he can't talk to Michael Penny, can't talk about football. Yeah, you can, dog. You can talk about football. If the NFL colluding, you can talk about football when you ain't supposed to. Come on now. I refuse to believe that. So Todd Monken, I already know he done talk to Shedeur. He done talk to Shedeur about what he expect from him, what he looking for from him, what he expect in the offense, and all that type of stuff. Because he said he elite. He said he elite. And then why not waste time? You wasting time if you ain't talking to your quarterback. Any of them. Even Deshaun Watson and Dylan Gabriel. Because supposedly Deshaun Watson going to be QB1. I don't see it. I still don't see it. I done told y'all that multiple times that I don't see Deshaun Watson being QB1 for the Browns. It's 12 or nothing. It's 12 or nothing because it don't make no sense. And seeing this picture posted today, not even 40 minutes ago, it's amazing. And you can speculate all you want. I'm about to put it right here. I already got cap lock on. QB1. Why would you waste time drafting Ty Simpson or waiting to 2027 to find your quarterback? Better yet, going to sign Malik Willis, which will be a waste of money that you don't have. Then you looking at these quarterbacks that you can get on a veteran minimum, but you don't know if they're willing to come to Cleveland. Cleveland is not an attractive place. It got to be Todd Monken. Yeah, they Todd Monken. Cleveland is not an attractive place. Yeah, that's Todd Monken, X. So, and we about to look at this video right here. How much money you gonna give a free agent to come? Because if a quarterback coming on a veteran minimum deal for this 1 year, he gonna want a long-term extension. Kyler Murray, Tua, Jacoby Brissett, Geno Smith, whoever you get, Kirk Cousins.
The Browns will be looking to rebuild part of the offense, at least through free agency. The question becomes, what is Todd Monken's pitch to trying to get free agents to sign with the Browns?
Well, usually free agents take the most money. So that's what you have to do is have money to spend. Let's be real honest there. I mean, then the rest comes into play. It's just like NIL anymore. Everything else is important, just not as important, right? When money's involved, relationships are important. ability to win is important. You name it. Like in college, it's your academics, right? Your degree, close to home, and that's still all part of it. Your family, but ultimately, it's how much money they're going to get paid, and where do they fit, and then the relationship piece of it. So, and then ultimately, you want to get players who are still playing at a high level. I mean, certainly you want to be certainly smart in terms of where you spend the money, but we all know in free agency, if you want a good player, they've proven it on NFL tape, you're going to have to spend. And that's just the way it is, and at times overspend.
Whoa.
He said sometimes you're going to have to spend and sometimes you're going to have to overspend. Now, I know he ain't talking about the quarterback situation. He got to be talking about them going after a receiver one and another left tackle, vet left tackle. That's what I'm talking about. A receiver one and a vet left tackle. Like I told you, I had already threw some names out about some vets that the Browns could possibly go get. And one of them is Deebo Samuel right here. I think the whatever cap space they about to clear up, however Andrew Berry gonna do it, I think they can go after Deebo Samuel. I know he's an older receiver, but he's like a Swiss Army knife, man. You Todd Monken can put Deebo anywhere on the field and he'll succeed, and that just create a mismatch nightmare, man. I'm telling you right now. And then another one that could be in their price range, Mike Evans, but I don't think he's gonna come to Cleveland. He want to win, and then Cleveland really, I think they could be potentially a contender this year. That's if Shedeur Sanders get developed the right way, like I think he is, and the Cleveland Browns give the reins to him and believe in him like they should, and Todd Monken throw everything at him that he can handle, and Shedeur live under that pressure, so I think he can handle it. So the net target is a vet, but he on a minimum deal is Hopkins, DeAndre Hopkins. He could be paired back up with Todd Monken, but I don't know because he ain't really play a big role in the Ravens offense this past season. But another one was Wendell Robinson. Wendell Robinson from the Giants right here, man. This guy right here, I think the Browns need to go after and throw him that money. You know what I'm saying? Throw him that money. That 4 years, 70 million, 17.6 million a year. I go ahead and give it to him, man. I go ahead and give it to him. Now, I think he could potentially be the receiver one. I think he can potentially be the receiver one. Now, you're looking at these numbers, money, man. I don't know about that, but look, it'll be better than that Jag. It'll be better than that Jag. So what it look like is you have Wendell Robinson, the receiver one, Jared Judy, the Jag, he'll be receiver 2 or receiver 3, depends on, because I'm pretty sure they're gonna draft a wide receiver. They're gonna draft a wide receiver. If it's at 6 or if it's at 24 or if it's at that second round, they're gonna get a wide receiver or multiple wide receivers in this draft. Because Andrew Berry said they going heavy, and I done did some mock drafts where I see they either get Tate or Tyson at 6 or 24, depends. I don't know who got Tyson high on their board with that injury history he got. That's the only thing why I don't think I picked Tyson, because he injured. He got that injury history, man. But Cornell Tate, I'll be looking at him. I'll be looking at him big time. I don't care about no 40, you know what I'm saying? What the film look like. What the film look like. I ain't worried about no 40-yard dash. It don't tell me nothing about can the receiver catch or can he hold on to that ball taking a hit. They ain't got nothing to do with it. Now, like I said, the other receiver I'll be looking at in the draft is Amari Cooper, and the other Indiana receiver, Elijah Strait. I don't know if I pronounced the last name right, but he'll be another wide receiver I'm looking at. And then you do got some other gems in here. Ted Hurst from Georgia State. He probably ain't gonna get picked up until maybe the 5th, 6th round, or maybe the 4th round, somewhere around that range. He'll be a third-day guy that you can go get and probably get some good production, but surely add depth to that receiver room. I would not spend none of that money on a quarterback, man, because on the other side, you would go get the vet offensive lineman, left tackle Walker from Green Bay. Like I said, if you ain't gonna pay Wendell Robinson receiving one type money, then go get you a left tackle and pay him the left tackle type money that he need, that you need him to be. You know what I'm saying? So right here, they got let me bring it up. They got Rasheed Walker right here. He was a 7th round pick out of Penn State. Can you believe that? And now he about to get paid them big dollars. They got him 4 years, $81 million, $20.3 million annual salary. Now, if you invested in this offensive line, like I think Todd Monken is, he's still a young player, 26 years old. He's on a 4-year deal. He'll be 28 by the time the end of this deal, and then you'll still have room to re-sign him after that on a little lesser deal because you know you're going to get a little older or whatever. But I think this shore up your offensive line already, because if you do this deal, if I'm Andrew Berry, I do this deal regardless. Like, even like Todd Monken said, sometimes you got to overpay. I will go up to $25 million a year to get this left tackle, man, because you got to fix the offensive line, because what you're going to do is you're going to draft some anyway in the draft. But on my right and left tackle, I would want to have vets. So you already done traded for a vet in Tyson Howard. Pretty good. Pretty decent and pretty good. The numbers way better than whatever your offensive line was looking like the year previous. Because I'm telling you, hold on, let me see when I find it. I already had the bookmark. My boy Daniel, the reporter up there, he had put it out. Here it is right here. Boom. There it is right there. So Titus Howard, tackle snaps compared to Cleveland tackles in 2025. Howard, 4.9% pressure rate allowed, 1% quick pressure rate. Cam Robinson, 17.2, 4.4. KT, 14%. Jack Collins, 16%. And Jones, 11.7%. So that's a big difference. I know y'all, well, it's only not that much, 10, 11, 12%. That's a big difference in the NFL. There's a big, major difference in the NFL from a pressure allowed, because like we seen it on film, and I showed y'all, we done went over it multiple times. People, a lot of other YouTubers done made videos about this offensive line, especially Cam Robinson. Oh my goodness, I'm just getting a headache thinking about it. How this man got destroyed every play. And you telling me Shedeur Sanders held on to the ball the longest because he was running for his life. But there's neither here nor there. I don't think Debo too old. You know, I don't think Debo too old. But they're going to get younger because they're going to draft a receiver. Everything I'm saying, Type, everything I'm saying, they're going to do it in the draft too. But I'm saying, as far as you don't have to rush, because we seen what happened in the Super Bowl with Will Campbell on the Patriots, that left tackle for the Patriots. They got drafted 4th overall in this past draft. I wouldn't want to put a young tackle or offensive lineman in that tight pressure right from the jump. If I know this the big key. If I know I can go get me a vet that been doing it, I would want to have that success right now while developing and training them young players that I just drafted, to give them time to step in when I need them, or to take over when I need them to. That's what I'm saying, because I know they're going to draft offensive linemen. I know they're going to draft receivers. So I'd rather go get me a vet with the money I do got and from free agency to lock it down so I can start winning and rolling right now, because we know injuries happen. We know in football, injury happen. Not saying I don't want somebody to get hurt, but injuries do happen. So I'd rather have the vet and the rookies, a mixture of both. It's only 2. I'm only going after one receiver and one offensive lineman, like what I'm going to throw money at, big money at, in free agency. Then everything else I can fill out with a vet here and there that on a lower contract and go in the draft and fill the rest of the holes. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. And Debo, he got that skill set that I think would be good in Todd Monken offense. He versatile, and he definitely a dog out there that would demand that ball and want to win. That's what I figured. He ain't gonna be cussing out the receiver on the side, the quarterback on the sideline, talking about give me the ball and he ain't open. I don't think he's gonna do that. I might be wrong, but from what I done seen and how he play, I don't see that. He way better than Judy. He should play better, but he ain't showed me nothing. Judy ain't showed me nothing. He had that little whatever with Jamie Winston, and that was about it. He ain't did nothing in Denver and in Cleveland so far. But it's just some guys like that. They ain't built for it. They decent good players, but they ain't that over the top player that you need. You know what I'm saying? They ain't that over the top player that you need, or you think they're gonna be. Like we can think Jerry Judy gonna be whatever, but he ain't doing them but getting older and to me getting worse. So, hold on, let me look him up. I spelled that all wrong. Oh, it did come up. So what I'm saying is, this one I'm looking at right here. Same thing when they signed Deontay Johnson to come in doing training camp. You only had one. You had almost 2 1,000 yards seasons. You only had one. 972 almost don't count. That probably was his best season in the totality because of the receptions, yards, and the touchdowns. But Cleveland, 2024 last year, when Jamie Winston got in there, that's when I think he went over 1,000 yards, 1,200 yards to be exact right there. But he right around his number. What he did this year, this is what I expect from Jared Judy. I don't expect him to hit 1,000 multiple times. 700 yards, 750 yards a season as a receiver too. That ain't bad. That ain't receiver one numbers. Now, in 2024, they thought they had some. They're receiver one numbers. But 700, 800 yards, 600 yards, they're receiver two numbers. Sometimes even receiver three. Depends on how many targets he getting. But the drops and the some of the miscues and whatever he did with the Raiders trying to shake something, I don't know, bro. He ain't got that leadership. He ain't got that leadership type factor to be a number one receiver to me. Like he don't give off receiver one vibes. Like if you go AJ Brown, like T.O. or I know T.O. outspoken, Ocho Cinco, I ain't saying that he got to talk, but they just gave off that vibe like they that dude, like Julio. You know what I'm saying? Even Amari Cooper, when he played with the Browns, he ain't talk much, but he gave me that vibe that he was receiving one. And then he sat out there and showed me, man. He sat out there and showed me. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Like I forgot somebody said trade Jared Judy for somebody. I forgot another receiver. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't believe in Judy like that. Never struck me as a receiver one. But this the difference. For y'all want to, get another look at it. From Titus Howard, who they just traded for, versus the tackles that was already on Cleveland. I know PFF, I don't really, they do their own measurements, you know what I'm saying? The NFL don't calculate none of this stuff. This stuff don't mean nothing to the NFL. It's just a pro football focused company that created these algorithms and formulas to calculate this type stuff right here. The NFL don't use none of these numbers. I'm just letting y'all know and clearing that up. But overall grade, he got a 62, while the other one got a 54 and a 48. Cam Robinson, man, I don't want it. Somebody, he better not be playing in the league no more. And And Titus Howard, he know Cam Robinson and had spoke highly of him on this video I had watched when earlier this season, before Cam Robinson got traded to the Browns, and now Titus Howard to the Browns. He has spoke highly of Cam Robinson. I don't, somebody can be a good person and a good dude, but be horrible on the field. Just like they said that about Kevin Stefanski, he was a good coach and all that, but that don't mean a good person, but that don't mean you're a good coach. Not to me. I don't care about no 2 coaches of the year, because last time I checked, the ultimate goal is to win the Super Bowl. And some of these Super Bowl coaches ain't never won Coach of the Year, but they won a Super Bowl. So the ultimate goal is a Super Bowl, not a Coach of the Year award. And I don't care about getting 2 of them. That don't mean nothing to me. That don't mean nothing if you ain't winning the ultimate goal. But then you got Shedeur getting high praise from his teammates. One on we already done seen, and then Shelby Harris came out and said something else about Shedeur giving him high praise. But we got G. Bush right here. He did this for the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. Let's take a listen.
Shelby Harris, he has not been shy about his affinity for Shedeur Sanders. Right now, we've been hearing a lot coming out of the combine. We've been hearing a lot of people saying it's Anthony Richardson and it's Malik Willis. What you're going to see, guys, and I'm going to actually tell you about this, is as this thing continues to work its way out, you're going to start to see more and more people kind of come around. You're going to start to see more and more people come to the conclusion that Cleveland Browns is going to roll with the guys in that locker room. I fully expect Shedeur Sanders to be a starter week 1. I expect Deshaun Watson to be the backup. They may bring in another quarterback, may draft in the 5th round, 4th round, somewhere in that range to compete with Dylan Gabriel. But at the end of the day, I do think that this is Shedeur Sanders' job to lose. So why would I say that? Well, we talk about Myles Garrett talks about it. He just talked about it the other week. He talked about him being the guy. As a matter of fact, here's Myles Garrett talking about it, and we'll go from that, and we'll get to him first, and then get to Shelby Harris.
4 quarterbacks, the challenges. Do y'all have the guy? Is Shedeur the guy?
That's what we're looking at as a guy. We're going to give him a shot to prove that he's a guy. So we're not going to give anyone that title until they go out there and earn it. And he was the last person to be on the field, and he showed some flashes. So we're going to give him an opportunity to show what he can really do, uncork the ball.
Yeah, you paying another guy $46 billion. Is he going to get a shot?
I feel like everyone on the roster is going to get a shot. Now, he was the last guy on the field, so he's obviously going to get first service. And, Deshaun, whoever else on the roster, they're going to get a real look.
You're going to get them first serving.
Every time I listen to that and look at it, Myles Garrett done with Deshaun Watson. He done with Deshaun Watson, man. I don't know if it's his on-field play or what type of teammate it is. I don't know, but it just seemed like, to me personally, when I listen to that, I think Myles Garrett is done with Deshaun Watson, and that means a lot. If you don't think it means a lot, that means a lot, because this dude is going to go to the Hall of Fame, and he the best player probably besides Jim Brown. He probably second to Jim Brown. Because Jim Brown brought the championship to Cleveland. If Myles Garrett bring a Super Bowl to Cleveland, he's going to be the greatest Brown of all time. But until then, I think he gets the second best greatest Cleveland Brown of all time, even in front of Otto Graham and Joe Thomas. I think he in front of all of them, right behind Jim Brown. But that's what I'm saying. I don't think never did like him.
Speaking of that $40 million quarterback, stick around. We got some highlights of his $40 million. He's moving around. People are saying, hey, he's moving around. Deshaun Watson, hold on, we'll get to that as well. But look, he said he's gonna get them first servings. I expect it. And by the way, Myles Garrett, the coaching staff, everybody's been on point. Everybody's been on messaging. They've all looked like they've talked about it. Hey, man, listen, nobody should be out here giving anything. You're gonna have to earn it like everybody else. But at the end of the day, he has a great opportunity to do so. Now, Talk about Shelby Harris. Shelby Harris has been outspoken and one of the guys in the locker room saying how they putting it down. Let's take a look at what Shelby Harris has to say in terms of Shedeur Sanders and why he's standing on business.
I was highly impressed with the kid. I believe that he definitely got the short end of the stick. Everyone made all these big deals about stuff that it was out of his control. He can't control who his dad is. But the one thing I will say is that Shedeur works. He works his ass off.
You did?
And he takes the time to get to hang out with his teammates, which I think is extremely important, especially when you're a young quarterback, because it's all about building those relationships with the players and building that time with them so that when it is crunch time, you know how hard I've been working to get here. You've seen it. I hate the narrative that goes around about Shedeur, because Shedeur, all he does is go in and work. And if anything, you got to give Deion credit for that. He taught him how to work. Yeah. He taught him how to handle himself at work.
So, for me, I take a look at that, and I always hear you'll hear a lot of people say, "Well, I talk to different people around the league." Well, I talk to it's people at the combine and scouts and people, and the thing that I always tell people is, a lot of that is just, conjecture and it's noise, and ain't no football games going on. So what you can't talk about the same thing every single day. But the thing that, is levels to this. Am I going to take what Myles Garrett and Shelby Harris is talking about, or what Todd Monken says, or I'm going to pay attention to anonymous guys who are saying how the guys around the league don't think anybody would take him in the first round. Listen. First of all, I don't know what y'all. I don't care nothing about the fraternity of guys around the league. I'm into understanding what the Cleveland Browns do. I do ultimate Browns, not ultimate around the league. I don't do a water cooler scouts around ultimate or water cooler scouts for 300. No, I don't do that. Like, that's cool. That's nice jargon. That's something to talk about when you're at the country club or when you're talking about things in your group chats with guys around the league. Bro, we don't work for guys around the league. I don't root for guys around the league. I don't know who these nondescript scouts are. I don't root for anybody else. I root for the Browns. And so what I'm going to take is, what are my guys in my locker room saying? What are the guys that really are involved saying? What are the guys that are running, lifting, working, doing everything every single day and trying to get everything together and to win football games? I'm going to take what they say. They're on record saying it. It's levels to this. Bro, it's the difference between what Myles Garrett and Shelby Harris, guys that are defenders who've been looking for a quarterback, who've been looking for somebody to get him some points, to put some points on the board. Denzel Ward, I'm going to take what they're going to say. I'm going to take all the rest of that stuff is all right, I guess. Hey, I feel it. Hey, man, whatever floats your boat, man. But one thing that Todd Monken has always said is the guys and the people and the players choose the players. The people in the locker room know who the leader is. People know who's going to be up next. They get it. They understand it, right? So for me, I take a look at it. I always find it funny. We are where we are right now. It's what? It's March 2nd, and we ain't got no football to talk about. But the thing that I'm starting to be excited about is actually a lot of this stuff is starting to fall off. People know you ain't getting no Anthony Richardson. People know you're not getting no Malik Willis. But what you're starting to see is the Cleveland Browns making moves other places. Offensive line we talked about. Wide receivers is another thing. I'm looking for Andrew Mary. Make me another trade. Get me another dude in here. Because the more and more you start to look at this thing, the more and more it starts to look like, hey, man, this might be something that I can work with. We might be able to do something with this.
Now, I agree with G. Bush, man. I done told y'all during the season multiple times when Mary Kay came out of line talking about this and that, somebody on the inside, you ain't in that meeting room, you ain't in that locker room seeing and interacting with these players every day. His teammates are, and you see what they done said and spoke about Shedeur, Denzel Ward, Shelby Harris, Myles Garrett. He said it during the season. I don't get what else you need to hear. What else do you need to hear? I ain't got to hear from no Cleveland media that's on the outside. Todd Monken came out and told us that Shedeur did not get developed. Shelby Harris said he got the short end of the stick. I don't know. The players voted Kevin Stefanski as the worst coach in the league. That should tell you everything you need to know. So I'm not believing what the Cleveland media say when they speculating and saying the Browns gonna do to the Browns. You ain't talked to nobody. You ain't talked to Andrew Berry because he ain't telling you that. You sure enough ain't talking to Todd Monken because he definitely ain't gonna tell you that. And Jimmy Haslam, he gonna tell you something, but he ain't gonna tell you everything. The Cleveland Browns have been quiet and never said anything. Like, I'm gonna bring it back up for the ones that ain't been here. Hit that like button, subscribe, and tell your friend about that money man you already know. That the Cleveland Browns, when Andrew Berry traded Kenny Pickett and Joe Flacco, Kevin Stefanski did not know. So if Kevin Stefanski didn't know, that means the media didn't know. Because Kevin Stefanski was the one leaking stuff to the media. So that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And he said another thing that got me to thinking about if the Browns could, they had 3 fifth round picks. So if they could get a receiver, a vet somewhere, I don't know who it would be, from a team for a fifth rounder, I'll trade another one. I'll trade another fifth round pick to go get me a vet receiver. If a team gonna take it, then I ain't gonna say they're gonna solve the problem because I still think they need to sign one in free agency unless they're gonna give that money to an offensive lineman, which I like probably even better. If they make a trade for a receiver, get their fifth round for a fifth round pick, and then they're gonna go draft one regardless. I know they're gonna draft one, and then you can probably sign another one from free agency, not give them all that money because you're gonna give it to that left tackle. But hey, that's just my opinion. But like I said, man, this don't mean nothing. This don't mean nothing, bro. That don't tell me nothing. That just tell me, okay, the Achilles is good. That don't tell me he gonna go back to 2020 form or he the starter. This t-shirt and shorts, man. Until I see Deshaun Watson, who ain't played in 2 years, step on the field and get hit and get up, I ain't believing it, bro. He ain't QB1. I can go out there and do this. I got a helmet. I know how to throw a football. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. Yeah, he don't look fast. He don't look that fast. He climbing the pocket and all that type stuff, but I don't see no, beside them little drills he just did, I don't see no pocket movement. But like I said, when you got them bullets flying at you, there's a whole different total story. That ain't the same thing as you getting set with no rush and can throw the ball to a receiver and all that on air. That's totally different from you worrying about if you gonna get hurt again because you got big 300-pound linemen falling at your feet on both sides of the ball. Your offensive lineman and the defensive lineman. Like how you gonna react then? Because you tore it twice. You tore it twice. Now you got Corley out here, Malachi Corley talking about Shedeur.
But I'm gonna get up with Shedeur this week coming up. Not this week coming up, but 2 weeks from now, and I'll be throwing in Cleveland with him, and hopefully a couple times this offseason get up with Shedeur and throw the ball around and everything.
How's the offseason going?
The offseason is going great. Took a lot of time to myself, just to reinvigorate and re-energize myself. Considering it's a long season from training camp all the way through the season, and just being able to be around my friends and my family and have the opportunity to see everyone, to be back home and just feeling fresh and re-energized. And I've been getting back to the work for about 2.5 weeks, and that's going good so far. Getting faster, getting stronger, and just working on my game. Yeah, and just trying to take it step by step because usually in the offseason I feel like I go a little bit too fast and I'm getting there ready for camp in April, and it's a long journey.
So, like, what are you really trying to focus on coming in from last season to this season? What is there one thing that you're really trying to improve?
Definitely, specifically my release package. I want to just be able to be known as be able to be a Z receiver, be able to play X if needed, and just take that label of me just being a slot receiver away.
What adjustment was it from college to the NFL?
The biggest adjustment was just the consistency level. Staying up with the maintenance of your body, understanding what's required of you. At this point, it's literally your job to play football and be prepared for whatever it takes for that day. So just focusing and locking in the meeting room, which is already something that I've already taken really serious since even just being back in high school. But just the consistency portion, showing up and being the same guy every day.
But that's what I'm saying, man, Rob. It ain't nothing but it fit their narrative now. Deshaun Watson is working out, healthy supposedly. Fit their narrative with that. They don't want Shedeur Sanders to be the QB1. They don't want Shedeur in now. They anybody but Shedeur. I gave y'all that little chart. Anybody but Shedeur dish. It don't matter what name you call out. You can call out whoever name you want that ain't played in the league 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 years. They gonna want them to be the quarterback for Cleveland instead of Shedeur Sanders. Let's see, because Zach Jackson, whatever his name is, he up here, one of the ones that been advocating to get Anthony Richardson and Deshaun Watson gonna be the QB1. Now they talking about what's the difference between Deshaun Watson and Shedeur. I can tell you straight off what it is, but let's see.
Don't understand is what is the biggest difference between him and Shedeur? I feel like you got that same thing on your roster.
He's much more athletic.
As far as
and
mobility.
He's probably a much better deep ball thrower too. Probably.
I mean, that's one of Shedeur's strongest.
I don't know
suits.
about that though. See, like that, I don't.
That's
know
one of his strong.
I don't know.
I don't think we've seen enough play enough football
that's what
to
I'm
make
saying.
like
I don't
definitive.
know about that. He played. How many games did Malik Willis play last year?
He started 2.
One start. 3 appearances.
See, that's the thing that gets me. That's the thing.
3 starts in 2 years.
So he's had, and they got 6 starts total.
6 starts total. Yeah. 3 before the Titans gave up on him, and 3 in 2 years.
And this is what these stats right here.
That's his career stats.
Career stats. It says right on the graph.
You got to be kidding me.
I can't do it.
I feel like I don't know about that.
Like
man.
this,
I just
like
don't
this,
know.
right?
I don't know.
It's more the situation where you go into, like, you go to a car dealership, right? And they got this beautiful, look good, right? And they're like, yeah, man, we got this for the low. And you're like, okay, how much is it? They're like, man, we're gonna give you this Audi. You're like, oh man, Audi? How much you gonna charge me for it? I give it to you $5,000. I'm out of here. You like, well, let me see the Carfax. We ain't got none.
Let me see the Carfax. We ain't got none. G boy, I got some right here, big dog. I got some right here. This Deshaun Watson in the Cleveland Browns jersey. Y'all know I gotta do this before I ain't getting copyrighted. Behind. That's Amari Cooper now. A true number 1. A true number 1 receiver at the time. Overthrow. Ball batted. That happened to Shedeur. That is Michael Parsons, though. That is Michael Parsons now. You got to take that into account. But he on block. I don't even know who you were looking at. Oh my goodness. He got plenty of time. He better make this throw. They're probably the best this offensive line will ever block. I know it ain't the same offensive line, but just being Cleveland under Kevin Stefanski. Deep ball. They see a Zach Jackson right. I can see what they did. I see what they did. When they did them graphs, they looked at Deshaun Watson uncatchable throws and interception worthy throws. They didn't count Shedeur's. They looked at Deshaun Watson's back when the last time he played. Or whatever the year this was. That's what they looked at. All I'm saying is, I see the Carfax, and it don't look good. It don't look good. Joel, I don't know. They said if he don't wait this long, he might be coming back. But that's what I say. If they go get a left tackle, Cleveland go get a left tackle in the free agency, and Joel come back, then they get just traded for Howard. It's on the 2 spots left. It's on the 2 spots left that I ain't gonna say you got to figure it out because they got a center. The right guard would be the only position you got to figure out. But you got 9 picks left in the draft. So that's what I'm saying. If I go get another vet at left tackle, and I got a vet that's gonna be left guard or right guard, whatever guard he gonna play, and I already got a center that's already still under contract on the team. A lot of people don't talk about. I still got one. I can still go draft a center and a right or left guard and be straight. Because I got 9 picks. I can draft 2 receivers, 2 offensive linemen, or 3 offensive linemen. 2 receivers, 3 offensive linemen. That's 5. And I still got all them other picks. So, like I said, if they can trade one of them 5th rounders to get a receiver, or maybe another lineman, I don't know what Andrew Berry cooking up, but I know Todd Monken is in there telling him, hey, man, I done evaluated this player, that player. I think he can help us. This is what I'm looking for on the offensive line. Andrew Berry going to get it. 5%. I'm with you. I don't need no quarterback competition that lasts all training camp.
Things to go along with it. This is a very, very, very nice move. Now you need very, very, very nice move. Now you need some other things to go along with it. He's a starting caliber tackle. He's played some guard. He's a starter for the Texans. You take a look at what he's able to do. He has some versatility there. But if you're going to get a starting caliber tackle who is playing for a team that was in the playoffs, and you get it for a 5th round pick, I love it because now, you can look at it, and we talked about not being able to count on DeJuan Jones. We talked about gaps and phases all up and down the line of scrimmage. This is a very
Tony Rizzo. I don't know what he on. I ain't been paying attention to him these bad couple weeks, but he at a point to where I think he losing it. Like he want to flip flop, but at the same time you still gonna say you for Shedeur. I don't like it.
I've had a revelation. I'm done worrying about getting my guy in at quarterback. I'm a Shedeur guy, but here's what I need to figure this. I need to figure this out. Let me say this right now. If somebody can lead me to 11 wins, I don't care if it's Deshaun Watson, Dylan Gabriel, Ty Simpson, Malik Willis, or Shedeur. I don't To me anymore, I'm done with this crap. And if the Browns if Andrew wants to throw a bunch of against the wall like he did last year, so be it. What am I going to do? I'm starting to think that the quarterback room as it is right now is not going to be our quarterback room. I've had a revelation.
I don't know what Tony Rizzo is on, but I don't like it. Like, bro, come on now. You got to stay with it.
Seem likely that Willis will end up in Cleveland. Good.
Coming to Cleveland,
It doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make
from a
any sense
financial
whatsoever.
Standpoint.
It doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
You have three. You literally have 3 question marks in your quarterback room. 3. You
Yeah.
have projects. You have developmental guys. You need to find out if Shedeur can be a franchise quarterback. If not, cut him. If you are not putting resources into Shedeur Sanders this year to see if he can be your starter, get rid of him. Trade him, cut him, whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
That's probably the most logical reason is if you're not invested in Shedeur. Like we've been saying, if you don't believe in Shedeur and you go get a quarterback or you play Deshaun Watson, go ahead and trade Shedeur. We have been saying that. All them other ones that were saying cut them was being malicious. They didn't mean them no good. Those was asinine statements for the reasoning of cutting Shedeur. Now, they wouldn't cut them and just release them. They'd try to get something for them if they'd try to trade them. But I don't think that's happening. But I know Malik Willis ain't coming. So I know that definitely ain't happening. Because why would him as a free agent choose the Cleveland Browns? That makes no sense. That makes no sense. That makes no sense. But I want to do these last 2 things, then I'm up out of here, man. I got to be somewhere. But right here, this PFF, we're going to do a little 3-round mock draft. So right now, we on the clock. They already did that quick. Take Caleb down and went to pick number 2. Wow. Caleb down went pick number 2. So you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and get Cardinal Tate right here at this 6th overall pick and see where it falls. Let me see who's still on the clock. I mean, I said on the clock. But that boy Monroe Phelan, that went to the Pittsburgh at 21. Really ain't too much lineman, but the guard left, which would make sense. If Cleveland do what I think they're going to do, or what I want them to do, is go get that left tackle, then you could take this boy out of Penn State right here. I'll tell you one thing, they done changed some of these dudes' rankings. They done changed some of these dudes' rankings on this right here, definitely after the draft. Concepcion fell to the 2nd round. Even the tight end from Oregon, Kane Proctor. Then they got Todd Simpson. They done move him up. But I done seen a lot of people take their boy Blake Miller right here. But since we already got receiver, I mean, you could take Chris Bell right here too. Can y'all see this? Then I like Amari Cooper right here too. If you thinking about going to get another receiver, because like I told her, these linemen, they pretty deep. They pretty deep in this draft. They pretty deep in this draft. Let me see. I got 7, 8. $86. I think I had to go tackle. With that 2nd round picks, and we already got a receiver 1 already. And then the last pick for the 3rd round right here. This where you can go either way. Because I think you done feel both of your needs, kind of, sort of. You know what I'm saying? With receiver and the tackle. But I think you can go either way at this pick right here, man. For real. Like, you can go either way. There goes center. Dunker. Yeah. See, like I said, all these players right here, Jake Slaughter, Dunker, Georgia Tech guy, I think they pretty good options. Even this guy, J.C. Davis right here, I think he a good option. They can get in the later round, but I'm just going to go Dunker right here, man. I'm going to go another offensive lineman right there. Even though I think they could go defense in the third round. They could. Depends on who the board, I think. All depends on who on the board. Let's see what grade they give me. I don't believe it. True or not. National. To the Jets. I don't know if that Caleb Down injury news is true or not. I don't believe it. I don't believe it at all. Because that kind of something, well, it ain't right before the draft though, but that kind of something like them narratives about Shedeur just to tank his draft stock so another team, so that team can get him. And I'm gonna show y'all one more thing before I go to the last mock draft. But do what I want to show y'all first. Hold on.
It's like this package and opens it up. It's like this porcelain, like horse head. And it's from Shedeur. He sent me a gift on my birthday. And I asked him, I said, what was the meaning? He said, well, I just really liked it. He said, I got myself one. I said, well, great. In fact, for my
there it is, but what the other thing was I was looking at. Y'all see I got all this stuff on here. I just forgot what it was, what I was looking for. This right here. I don't like this at all, man. Maybe you should get arrested so you can slide in the draft. NFL personnel, the Fernando Mendoza on one of Mendoza to fall to their pick in the 2026 NFL draft. I don't like that at all, man. I don't think that's appropriate to be saying to anybody, especially if he ain't never been in no legal trouble. Like, I don't like that. Yeah, I mean, Robert, you right. He ain't never got no prison like that. But right there, they ain't really like my last pick right there with that Dunker trade, with that Dunker pick. But it is what it is. They gave me a B+ overall. But like I said, I take it with a grain of salt because y'all know I would have picked Caleb Down first. But this the last one I'm about to do right here, real quick. I already got it queued up. This thing right here, they already done took. They already got Tate. Tate already gone and the offensive tackle already gone. So now I either got Spencer or Caleb Down. I'm just going to go ahead and tickle y'all fancy and just take the offensive tackle right here instead of Caleb Down. I'm just going to tickle y'all fancy. $24 overall pick. We got a trade. Not going to do it. Proctor. Dang, he went right there. Then we still got two tackles up here. So we could go either one of them. I'm just gonna go Freeling, because that's why a lot of people thinking he's gonna go in the first round now. They even got him getting picked at 6. I don't know how he go from back there all the way up to 6, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. They even got Dunker going in the second round now. Wow. Chris Bell, C.J. Allen came off the board. It's C.J. Allen sitting right there for the Browns at that second round, but I'm picking him. I ain't even gonna lie to you. What I'm telling you, man, I'm about to go ahead and go Malachi Fields or Brent. I'm gonna go Malachi Fields right here. Yeah, he working out with receiving that. Yup. Working out with receiving that week already starting. Going in the third round. Let's see who on the board. D'Angelo Pounds. I think they could go. They could get a tight end because they gonna need. I think they might need one to help out Harry Fanning. I don't know really. I ain't really looked at the Ravens offense yet and what Todd Monken was doing, but all the way to see the formation. But I will be looking at it pretty soon. But I'm just looking at who got picked. But they could go either way. They can go that Jacob Rodriguez linebacker still on the board. Elijah, the receiver I was talking about, that I think the Browns need to pick or scoop him up, especially if he falls to the third round. They probably could get him. They probably could get him because what I got already. And I got one receiver. I could go back-to-back receiver, but I ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna get Rodriguez. I'm gonna go defense right here. I'm gonna go defense. What they graded at? They graded at an A. Yeah, they would. I think they would draft another tight end. I don't know who, but it wouldn't be nobody that they think could be QB1. I mean, tight end 1, you know what I'm saying? But they had to get another one. So now you got a lot of options. Like I said, this boy Hurst right here. Another receiver they could go. Jacoby Lane, another receiver they could go. They got the inside lineman Notre Dame right here. They want me to go inside lineman, then Logan Jones. They go a tight end right there. I don't know nothing about him though. Oscar Delp from Georgia. He ain't down here. I want to see can I pick him up. Let me go inside. I'm gonna go to inside lineman they talking about. I do think the Browns do need a safety though, but I don't think that's a pressing need because they could feel that in free agency though, but we gonna see. Where they graded that pick right there. They graded that an A+. Now I'm about to have these 2 back-to-back pick. See, that boy right here, safety Carolina. Like he'll go. He'll go. Got me a safety. Now look, I might go get this tight end right there. Boom. Oscar Delp in the 5th round. Look at that. Dead boy figures in the Browns in the draft. Because I couldn't get Caleb Downs. I went and got me a value safety. Yeah, Emerson, yeah. I don't know how good he's going to be. All right, now we got a 2nd round. They want me to go edge, running back, safety again, tight end. I think I'm going to go running back. I'm going to get Black. I like the way Black play from Indiana. I like the way he played. He run hard. That boy run hard right here. You know, give me a third back to pair with Quinshawn and Dylan Sampson. Because I think Jerome Ford gone. The other players they brought in for doing undrafted free agency, I don't know if they're gonna keep Sanders, Rocket Sanders. I don't know if they're gonna keep him or not. So they might end up drafting running back. But like I said, it's gonna be around the time I just picked them. You know what I'm saying? And they gave me an A for it. They gave me an A. I don't think I'm doing pretty bad, even though they rank Freeland right here a B plus. I don't think he a B plus at 24. But they probably thinking I could have went receiver at that point because I had already drafted a lineman. I think I might go with Eric Rivers, the receiver down here, because he pretty decent. Played at Georgia Tech. He was at I think he was at Auburn before that. So now I got me another receiver. They gave me a B plus for that one too. But I think I did pretty good, man. Spencer A plus, Freeland B plus, then Malachi Field got him in the second round. A, Jacob Rodriguez linebacker got him to pair him with Carson Schwarzenegger. Then I got me a A plus inside lineman from Notre Dame. Then I went and got their safety. Like I said, I couldn't get Caleb down. If I could take Caleb down and y'all not criticize me for it, I'll take him. But I'll take the South Carolina dude. I done heard some good things about him. Then I went and got me a tight end, another threat for my offense for Shedeur to throw to, Oscar Delp from Georgia. Then Black, another running back that I could mix in to take some of that pressure off Quinshawn and Dylan Sampson. And then I went and got me another receiver, man. I think they're pretty good. Y'all, how y'all grade my draft skills? Put a A plus, put a A, B, C, F, D, or whatever. Then they're gonna be it, man. Oh, the whole dude, you want contract insure, or they had to insure him seasonal. I think it's seasonal. I don't know for real though. But I know they did it the last 2 years. I don't know if the whole thing, if it was all 5 or not, but I know they did it for the last 2. And now a great player, but not. And I was gonna pick for the Browns. That's what y'all say. The Browns could trade back. I wouldn't be surprised if Andrew Berry trade back from 6 to up in the teens, the low teens, like 12, 13, like them two Cowboys and the Rams. I could see them trading with one of them teams to trade back and let one of them teams trade up to draft Caleb Downs or whoever they're going to draft. I could see that and getting, because they got 2. The reason why I could say them teams, because they got 2 first-round picks. So unless Andrew Berry want to get another pick for the 27 draft, which I wouldn't be mad at, and just trade the 6th pick back for a future first round in 27 and maybe a player or some other draft compensation, maybe a second round pick in this year's draft, I wouldn't be mad at it. I wouldn't be mad at it. But yeah, I could see them 2 trades possible. But yeah, if y'all was in B Watch live last night, I don't know what he was on. I'm about to say that, then I'm getting off. I don't know what he was on. But y'all, if y'all go to his live later, whenever day he go live, I think he go live every day at 8 o'clock. I can't give y'all Pacific time with mine because I got things to do. I got stuff day by day varies. So yeah. I don't know what B Watt was on. Y'all tell him Money Man said he had that orange juice in that hen because that orange juice bottle was almost empty. Then when he said, all I need is I don't want me a hooker. When he said, I don't want me a hooker, I'm like, he mispronouncing everything. He mispronouncing everything. I don't know what was going. I don't go in everybody live all the time like y'all do. I come in there sometimes I don't even say nothing if I be in there. But man, that man was funny. But I was crying laughing. He had me crying laughing last night, man. I was like, that's crazy. Then who was he talking about that was making them 6 videos about Dominique Ponder? Who you were talking about? I don't know. Y'all knew. Some of y'all already knew who you were talking about. Yeah, Cam Robinson, the free agent. Yeah. That man. Oh, that man said, I don't want a hooker. If I'm going to get a hooker, I want the real hooker. He was trying to say hookah. Cause he done smoked the cigar. He done smoked the cigar. And he done held it in. You can't hold the smoke in on the cigar. That ain't no weed. It ain't no cigarette. You inhale and exhale. You don't hold the smoke in. That's why he talking about he was coughing so bad. I like, yeah. That man was funny, man. Then he went on that rant, man. I ain't heard B. White cuss like that. Then he's talking about that P-A-N. I got something for you if you see me 5 to 10 years ago. I had something for you. Who was he talking about? Who is TS4T? Who is that? That who you talking about? He said, "Boy, man, something fire. It toward the end. But I don't know what he was on last night, man. I think he was just fired up. Oh, this sports media right here. Oh, you sure did. I'm talking about you made 6 videos. 3, 4, 5, 6. He made 6. I don't know what he did. Yeah, man, Robin, you meant that. All I'm gonna say is, man, these YouTube things harder than it look, man. It's harder than it look. And I know y'all be seeing these folk making these videos, getting all these views and stuff like that, man. That stuff on the temporary. I'm telling you right now. That stuff on the temporary, because if they don't know what I'm learning, they're gonna get to a point to where they're gonna be in that drought and they ain't gonna know what to do. But I got these YouTube courses I'm taking. That's why I diversified and created all them channels. What you talking about, Georgia? What you talking about, Georgia? Oh, you talking about where you from? 5%. Yeah, you from Georgia. Just like me. But yeah, so a lot of these YouTubers gonna phase out. I'm telling you right now. I've been doing this thing going on 9 years now. And it's some stuff I'm just now learning. So somebody that just starting YouTube, putting out videos, thinking they gonna last just because they talking about Colorado or Co-Prime or in Shedeur, good luck. Good luck. Because when it gonna come time to pivot, to another topic or something else, you ain't gonna know what to do. Cause I ain't gonna say I'm happy what happened to my channel 2 years ago, but it taught me a lesson. Because I had to fight back to get this channel back, which y'all on right now, and I'm still fighting because I think it's still affecting my channel, but I ain't got no proof, and YouTube ain't gonna tell me straight up what's going on. But I think that what's going on, but that's what I'm saying, man. That's why I diversified. And then last thing, I finally got the video done. I just ain't uploaded it. So I need y'all, if you ain't subscribed to Savage Interior, I need y'all to go over there, because if we would have had 50 subscribers, I could have went live on my vacation that what I was on last week. I would have been live streaming on there while I was in the area where I was at. But we ain't have 50 subscribers. But I will be uploading the first video, because we went on vacation in November and I just got the video done. So I will be uploading that video. I will be uploading in parts. It'll be a part 1, part 2, and a part 3. And then I'm going to upload the full video so y'all can watch the full movie straight through if you want to, man. So if you ain't subscribed to Savage Interior, y'all need to go over there right now. I'm telling you, the vlog channel, trips, and everyday life, when we get 50 subscribers and I can go live on this channel, you will be seeing more Money Man daily life on this channel right here, Savage Interior. I got to change this background a little bit, but I'm going to work on this channel. But I'm telling you, man, I'm diversified and we get into this money. That's all I'm going to say. Appreciate y'all for coming. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share, and tell your friend about that Money Man. You already know. Y'all already know what time it is.